I'm Deborah Borchardt, and this is your midday market update. Well, when we look at the markets here, we are halfway through the day, and we're in the green territory for all three indices. Although I got to say, the volume is a little higher today, but it is an option expiration Friday, so that's probably what's accounting for that. We're going to talk now about the housing data that we've gotten today, and really for the whole week, because it's all been pretty dismal. Joining me now is Peter Cardillo. He is the chief market economist over at Rockwell. So, again, like I was saying, the housing data we've gotten almost every day this week has not been very good, and you would think that would really weigh on the market, but here we are up again.
Well, there's a reason for that, and the housing data, a good percentage of that, I would say maybe 70% is attributed to the deep freeze that we've had, and obviously, the Midwest has been buried under snow, and the Northeast, we've had very cold weather and snow as well, and so it takes its toll. Now, I think the markets, have really factored in that it's a temporary factor. That's not to say that the housing market probably is not slowing. It is. It has slowed even before the weather factor. But the weather factor just added more ice to a frozen situation. And I kind of suspect that next week, by the way, we have a lot of housing data coming out. Most of the economic data is about the housing next week, and I don't see any real improvements. But I do see a pickup in the second quarter, and so I think the market is looking forward, not looking backwards.
Well, I was going to say, the home builders, they said that they were not very confident. And then when we did see an increase, it was in the Northeast. We didn't see increases in the Midwest, the West, which really has no weather issues.
Well, remember I said before 70% is weather related, and there's another 30% of other factors. The other factor is that the houses have reached levels, have surpassed in many cases the 2008 crises, the subprime crises, and as a result of that, with the anticipation of higher mortgage rates, I think the housing market is beginning to cool a bit. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to collapse or it's going to weigh heavily on economic activity, but it's going to be less of a factor adding to economic growth in the future. Again, I'm not. I think that we're probably going to see housing in terms of percentage come down to maybe about 7 or 8%. So it would be about 3 to 4% drop in home prices in this year, and probably a little bit more in 2015. And again, the reason for that is, that with tapering continuing, there will be a point in time when long-term mortgage rates are going to point north and not south.
Well, that will be welcome news to lots of home buyers if the prices drop down. I'm sure they will not drop in the New York area because they are hyperinflated here. That's Peter Cardillo from Rockwell Global, and I'm Deborah Borchardt with The Street.